Hi, Connie Smith here with Homeschool High Five, and today I want to help you save money while schooling at home. There are always going to be costs associated with homeschool, everything from paper and books and projects and things like that, but there are ways that you can cut costs and save money, and I want to help you with that. When we started homeschooling, when my children were younger, I was doing a lot of the curriculum and projects and lesson plans from online resources. And there are plenty out there. And they have gotten so much better over the last decade from when I started. And there's actually even curriculum that is completely free, like all of your lessons. So it's out there. You can find it. And you have the opportunity as a homeschool parent to decide how much you want to invest into your curriculum. You can make it very, very inexpensive, or you can say, I want to, not have to put as much time and thought and effort into it and just buy something that's already put together. And that's a great opportunity to be able to make that decision and choice for your family. Now, you can decide how much you want to invest, but sometimes we're in seasons where it's not just a matter of our choice, but what we're able to invest. And I'm hoping to share some ideas with you today to help cut those costs. We take outside classes now as my children have gotten older. When they were younger, it might have been an art class or two, but now they have a lot more classes outside the house, and those costs add up. So you, again, can decide how much you want or are able to commit to. I can remember my first homeschool conference, and it was like, this was in Orlando, Florida. It was huge, and aisle after aisle after aisle of books and ideas and gadgets and games and ways to help reward, your child, and just everything. We've done all of it. And sometimes things catch your eye and you have lofty ideas of how this is going to work and how you're going to incorporate this organizational system into your homeschool and how it's going to help. And a couple of years later, you're going to come across it in the back of the closet and completely had forgotten about it. Anyone who has been homeschooling knows those things happen. Don't be ashamed. Maybe you can resell it. I've sold stuff, maybe things that we didn't use or gently used. I've done it where I've sold it at homeschool book sales, or I've sold it back to a store that buys those kind of things. And I've also done it where I've done it through online marketplaces like Facebook or Nextdoor. And that's usually the most profitable way, because sometimes you sell it back to a store and they give you 50 cents for the book, and you might be able to get $5 for it, $10 for it, but you have to have someone willing to buy it. So here are a few ways that we have saved money over the years, or things that I've come across, and I hope they'll be helpful to you. Hands down, the number one is your local library. I have saved so much money over the past probably 15 years of just going and checking out books. It could be chapter books, it could be books for reports, it can be videos. We've done audio books. There is so much just by checking out for free. As long as you don't stack up your late fees, you'll be doing well. So, but use your local library. It's a great resource. I've also, like I mentioned, I go to book fairs. When I was living in Jacksonville, Florida, they had a great Scholastic warehouse sale. So they do all their book fairs at the local schools, but then they have warehouse sales and they deeply discount their books there. And it was great because it gave my children opportunity to get all sorts of books that I would never be able to afford full price for. So there's also places like half price books, online things like Aid Books, Thrift Books, countless things. If you just start searching, you'll find things. And some of those places have puzzles and toys and games and videos. Another way is co-oping with other families. Maybe you get together where you teach one subject and somebody else does another subject. It can be for PE classes, it can be art classes, but you can really get the wisdom and experience that other people have without having to necessarily buy a program or a curriculum, and be able to incorporate that into your homeschool plan as well. Look for online curriculum sales. I know when to watch for them. Christianbook.com, they sell my math curriculum and our, different history book. I mean, they have all sorts of things, Latin, all of the things that I'm looking for. I know to watch for those sales because I know they're coming up. So if I know next year my daughter is going to be doing the next math lesson or next level of math. If I catch it on sale, I'll buy that a few months maybe earlier. Or even supplies at the beginning of the school year. I buy the paper or the notebooks that we're going to need because they're on sale at that time. There are so many online resources that offer free information and curriculum and lesson plans, but not only that, they give you other ideas on how to save money. So not only the free stuff, but they tell you how to save and free things. One of those things is homeschoolingonashoestring.com. I've used this over the years, but they have great ideas. Homeschoolingonashoestring.com. Also, this may be not so much now, but after COVID's over, field trips. There's free field trips, low cost. Maybe you get some families together. We had families in our church where we went to a local beekeeper and they showed us how they took care of the bees and harvested the honey. We did a chocolate factory, Auntie Anne's pretzels, just all sorts of things that you're able to do. And sometimes they have sales like at Legoland or discounts for families to go to Six Flags. So these are all ways that you can save money and incorporate different things. They'll have classes that you can take at the zoo and things like that. And you're able to incorporate all sorts of things. So I'm hoping today that you were able to hear some of the ideas that we've used to help us save money, and hopefully it'll be a blessing to you as well. You can do this. Keep on going. I believe in you. High five.